And that's how you play kissing contests. You look really confused.
I don't know if I want to play with you.
I'd let you win this time. Next time, I'm not going to be as easy on you.
Morella rules.
Welcome to another edition of Sweet Nothings Podcast with your hosts, Tony and Freddie.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode, Sweet Nothings Podcast with Tony and Freddie. I'm not going to introduce myself because you should fucking know who I am by now.
And I'm Freddie Miller from Elyria, Ohio.
Son of a bitch, you're making me look bad. What's going on, dude?
Oh, not a lot. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything fun over like a week or?
Tony, I've been working a ridiculous amount. I even got I got to work tonight. I'm going to be burning the midnight oil tonight.
Yeah, I know you've mentioned like you've been like caught up. That's why we were recording like later in the week this week because of that shit earlier. I mean, that's good though. I guess if business is booming.
Yeah.
You know, and I think I mentioned to you too of Mr. Renegade requesting to have one of the, you know, whenever you decide if you're making shirts with a new logo on it, like he's definitely pumped and wants to have one.
Yeah. I'm going to have to make shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make shirts and we'll give them out to all of our listeners. So I'm going to make 6 shirts.
Yeah, that's a really cool fucking design. And if you guys haven't seen it yet, you know what? Maybe when I upload this week's episode, I'll use that for the picture.
Yeah, good
of
idea.
Like our original picture. That way everyone can kind of see what the new logo looks like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's also our main picture for the Instagram, which is Sweet Nothing CLE.
Yep.
Okay, so that's our Instagram handle. And so essentially what we're doing is that we will be putting the link to each new episode in the bio. Mm-hmm. So that's going to change every week. So that way if you guys are trying to find it and you're on the thing, it'll be in the bio for Instagram page. And
that's only until we get on the podcast app.
Yeah, we definitely need to get that done.
And then we'll just have a link to that. And on that Instagram page, I found this picture of you in a unicorn outfit.
Yeah, that was...
I think I'm going to put on Instagram, Tony.
You can. It's on my Facebook.
Oh, is it?
You found it? Or
no,
was it
I
on
took
my,
it.
Oh, did you take it from my Instagram page? Like my regular one?
No, I took the actual picture.
From like when?
When I was sitting on your couch one day. You went and put on this little outfit and came back.
Was it like at the Buns house?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, I want to see that picture.
Yep. I have another one of you in like an Alkaline Trio hoodie and your hair's all long.
Oh yeah, dude, I used to look like a dirty Viking.
That's how you got the name, Dirty Viking Tony.
Yeah, I had long hair down to my nipples, I had a big fuck off beard. There's I'll have to show you later, but there's a goofy picture of you and I from like us being at the Richland was like the old side.
Yeah.
And I had like my gray beanie on. I think I had all my hair tucked up in there. And we're just like, you were clean shaven, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You had baby face.
Yep. Is that what you call it, a fuck off beard?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's fuck off beard.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, that purple unicorn was from my Halloween costume being Charlie the Unicorn.
It was like a little kid's costume.
Oh yeah, it was made for like a 48-inch kid. Do you remember that video? Like,
and you're a 53-inch man.
Well, that's why I was struggling with it. Do you remember that video? It's like, Charlie, going to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Yep, that's what you were?
Yeah, so like when I put it on, like the legs came out, they stopped like above my knees. And when I put the arms in, it was like right before like my elbows.
Yeah.
And then so I was trying to put the hood on because that's got the giant unicorn head, and I couldn't get it like it all like zipped up and shit. So I'm like, fuck. So I had to cut down the seams in my leg.
Oh no.
So that way I can kind of get through it a little bit. And then once I got it on, the seams, instead of going like down the leg, they went the opposite direction, and they were going up my crotch and up my butt crack. So I had to wear like basketball shorts in order to fit this thing, because otherwise my dong would be hanging out.
When you, you'd be a double unicorn. When you were wearing it, it looks like somebody made a unicorn costume with shorts.
Yeah.
It looked like you're wearing kind of like a pink union suit with a unicorn thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put that picture on our Instagram.
Okay. I want to see that. I'm excited to see
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Dude, I'm excited for Halloween.
Oh yeah, it's a good time of year.
Yeah, that's like I look forward to St. Patrick's Day and look forward to Halloween and my birthday. Other than that, I fucking hate Christmas.
Yeah, me too.
You know, the stress of buying shit for people.
Yeah.
And, you know, Thanksgiving, I have to see family that I don't give a shit to see. You know.
Your house sounds like it's cool enough, like on a regular day. You're always like, I go over there and Mom makes me a big meal. Like that sounds pretty awesome all the time.
Oh yeah, Mom's
so
the best
Thanksgiving
cook.
isn't like a big deal at your house.
Oh yeah, no, like in my family, the best insult you can say to somebody, to like a friend or someone, is telling them that their mother's a terrible cook.
Really?
Yeah, like that's what we do like amongst our friends. Instead of being like, dude, you're a fucking asshole, we'd be like, hey, your mother's a terrible cook.
Wow.
That's the insult amongst my friends. So that's a pretty big burn.
Yeah, but
know?
you have Thanksgiving on like any day. It seems like.
Yeah, essentially, she cooks for like 40
We just
people,
have
but there's only,
Thanksgiving
like,
on
5 of us.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. There's only 5 of us. Like when I go over there, there's like me, her, my stepdad, and the 2 young siblings.
Yeah.
And that's it. You know, occasionally there's somebody else that'll pop in, but she makes enough food for like 40 fucking people.
Hey, do you have any meals from when you were younger that you like only you understand? It's like a meal that you like that you realize now is like a dog shit meal?
So actually I did talk about this recently. The very first time I remember watching Home Alone, and I was like probably 5 years old or something, and my mom gave it to me as an early Christmas present, and I think I said early Christmas present. My mom and I were watching Home Alone together, and she made us macaroni and cheese with peas in it.
What?
Yeah, so at the time I was a kid, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is good, this is yummy.
Is
And
she
I
trying to
think-
trick you into eating
I
veggies?
probably. And then as I got like a little bit older, I think I only had it like one other time. But I was just talking about this with someone who were like, that sounds fucking disgusting. I was like, you know, I would probably never ever eat that again for the rest of my life. But that was like one weird dish that she made as a child that has always kind of like stuck in my brain somewhere.
There's dishes from when I was a
Can't
kid
make that anymore.
that I realize now are dog shit meals. But I still like them. Like I'll eat it now. It's like kind of
what?
nostalgic. Well, my parents weren't the cooks that yours are. And you know, we had a house full of kids, so we made a lot stretch, you know.
Right.
But one of them that sticks out to me is what my dad also did most of the cooking. Ma was a factory worker, and Dad did a lot of cooking. Dad also was disabled and, you know, has heart problems and other problems and
Sure.
stuff like that. So there was never any salt in any of the food that we
man, that
ate.
sucks.
We just ate dry ass like meat and a lot of vegetables.
So you had to add your own salt.
I didn't even really know to until I got older, you know. And then
Okay.
when I would go to other people's houses, like as I got older, I was like, holy shit, what is this all about? Like, you guys eat this all? How did you do this?
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, you just add salt. Duh. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But one of them is called 4-layer junk. That's what my dad called it.
Okay.
It's like a dry ass carb filled casserole.
Go on.
It's like this. First he gets like lean ground beef, burns the shit out of it, so it's nice and dry, right?
Sure. Yeah.
And then
Naturally.
I mean, you could use this ground beef to like soak up vomit at an amusement park. You put that in the bottom of a casserole dish, and then you put peas, like can of peas,
Okay.
strain it, pour it in there, and then you put rice. So you got a layer of rice.
Okay.
And then just egg noodles.
So was there like a sauce or something that was in there?
Nope. Get that out of your head right now.
What?
That's what it was.
It was just like a dry up noodle veggie.
I swear to
rice
God, like
meat
that's
cake?
all we had in the pantry, you know?
Like no
So my dad
spaghetti
was like,
sauce or
No.
nothing.
It sounds
Dressing?
like you like pour a can of cream of mushroom soup, anything on there, right?
Right.
It like now it's like that's so bad. I bet you that's all we had. My dad made it once and he was like, yeah, everybody ate it, so I'm just gonna keep making
it, right?
Yeah. And if I ate it now, I'd probably think it was good.
So
But
when's the last time you had that? Like when you were a child?
no, like I did a bunch of
Like
work for my
yesterday.
parents. I did a bunch of work for my parents like last year, and my dad made it because I brought it up. Like I brought it up being a dog shit meal. Like I was like, I can't believe you fed that to us. And then my dad made it for me because I did all this work at the house, you know. So it was about a year ago or maybe more.
Okay.
But yeah, that's also like you got 4 kids and no money. Like you're like, that seems like a good way to stretch the dollar.
Right,
you know?
yeah, for sure.
But I always think about that. And then my favorite snack growing up was just a piece of Wonder Bread with like a slice of cheese on it in the microwave.
Oh, dude, I used to do that all the time. And then to get even crazier, I would put a piece of salami. I would put just a piece of salami.
Shit.
And
if you had salami, I wouldn't be eating this crappy cheese bread.
Well, instead of using bread, I would just take a piece of salami and put a piece of cheese on it. And then I would put that in the microwave. I'd make like 2 or 3 of them, and then I would just roll them up and eat those.
You're so Italian.
That was a snack. Yeah.
Yeah, that just came to mind. That was and there's a lot of dog shit meals. Also, like some dry ass meatloaf. I would eat it now.
Yeah, I love meatloaf. As a child, I didn't like it, which is weird because it's just a fucking hunk of meat.
Yeah.
With ketchup.
Yeah.
That's it.
They made that, and they added a lot of stuff to like make it last. Like there's more breadcrumbs than there should be in meatloaf. But I remember my brother was not gonna have it. Right? He's like, "Fuck this! I'm not eating this shit anymore." And we were little kids, you know. And my mom left, came back, and she was like, "All right, instead I made you Super Burger." And we're like, "What's that?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's Super Burger. It's not meatloaf." And the dumb bastard ate it.
Yeah, of course.
He's like, "This is delicious ass Super Burger. I'm feeling stronger already."
Did you ever have a meal that your parents would make and you're like, this is gross, I don't want this, and then like everybody else has cleared the table when your parents is washing dishes and they're like, you can't leave the table until you eat this, but then while no one's around, you just pretend to fall asleep at the table, and then like your mom would come in and then take the plate and be like, fine, just go to your room? Me either. I didn't do that either.
No, I'm just like, and to my parents' credit, like they did that right. Like, I'll eat anything. Like, there's nothing that really I don't like anymore.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not a picky eater. I'll eat anything. And they also, my dad made us eat vegetables. Like, you always had to have 2 vegetables. So it was like 1 green vegetable and 1 other one.
Right.
You know,
like peas and carrots or corn and. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was like the only time you had to have 2 because corn's not really a vegetable. So Dad did kind of look out for that, but it was also like canned vegetables. It wasn't good. So to this day, I like to eat healthy, and I think that has something to do with it. But I also like to add salt to my food now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other like really bad ones.
Is there any food that like you don't like?
I don't think so.
I mean, I eat a lot of stuff for the most part. There's a few things I'm just like, no fucking way.
When I was a kid, the only thing I didn't like, and I ate it all the time, I never told anybody I didn't like it, but it was like, there was like a can of mixed vegetables. Mm-hmm. It's like cubed up carrots.
Right, yeah, I've seen those.
And that was the only time I was like, this is not good.
Yeah.
But I would never say anything.
You just ate it.
Yeah.
No, to this day, beans.
Really?
No beans.
Of any kind?
Any kind.
Kidney
Lima,
beans.
kidney.
What about chili? Like in a bowl
black
of chili?
beans, pinto. No, red beans. Refried, fried. I don't know if fried beans is an actual thing. But no beans, nothing.
Wow.
Don't like it.
I'll eat anything. I don't care.
I don't know. Fried? Is fried beans a thing? Probably not.
I don't know.
You get fry them in the kitchen.
If they're refried, then they got to be fried once.
Beans don't fry in the kitchen? Or is it on the grill?
No, there's really nothing I won't eat. There's things I'd prefer, but, you know.
Yeah, I won't eat beans. Mushrooms. Won't eat mushrooms. That's just fucking gross.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And people are like...
What about with a steak or something like that?
No, fuck off. No, I just eat the steak.
What about if they're just mushrooms to get you high?
I've never had that.
Oh, dude.
I've never done any hallucinogens or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
I've never done any of those, so I have no idea.
They're the worst mushrooms I've ever tasted.
I imagine. I mean, I imagine if I was in that mindset that that's what I wanted to do for the night, then I would be like, well, yeah, then I have to eat them. Like,
yeah.
That's just that. But like on pizza, anything, it's fucking
really
gross. Yeah. And people are like, dude, you can't even taste it. Why don't you just eat it? I'm like, then if you can't taste it, motherfucker, why are you putting it on your food? Don't fucking lie to me. I'm an adult.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking 5-year-old anymore.
I'll eat anything. I don't care.
Yeah.
That reminds me. Okay, this came up recently. My friend Sherry's in town from Boston, right?
Okay.
And we're talking like about deal breakers for a relationship. And this comes up in my life. I thought of 2 of them that are incredibly silly, but I think that they're tells of the person.
Okay.
And it's cooking related for me. But do you have any just like straight up deal breakers? Like you see this from afar and you're like, oh, I'm done with you.
Like, are we talking about like on a first date, you're talking with the person.
Yeah.
And then,
Or any characteristics where you're like, okay, we gotta wind this down.
religion. If they're like, I believe in God, or like Jesus is my or my, I don't know what the fuck is the thing, like, is my co-pilot. Jesus is my co-pilot. We're done.
Really?
There's no fucking way that I can.
What
date
if
anybody
like
that's
if they're just like religious and it doesn't affect you though?
It's going to affect me. They're going to start asking me to go to church with them.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be. I'm going to do something. You know how I am. My creativity and imagination and the wild shit that I do. I don't need someone to be like, "Is this where you want to be when Jesus comes back?" You know, jerking off to your own butthole in the miror. If I want to jerk off to my own asshole, I'm going to jerk off to my own asshole
while wearing a unicorn costume.
Yeah. Let me be me.
See, I'd be okay with it as long as they were like okay with me, because I have a lot of wacky beliefs. I don't expect everybody to believe everything I believe.
Right.
But if it was like starting to affect me, that would be rough. And I would feel bad for that person too. Like I'd be like, you need somebody to be that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the thing is, like, it's fine. Like if someone, like, if they're like, yeah, I believe in Jesus and I'm really into him, like, then yeah, there's a possibility it can work. Just I don't want to ever talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be like, oh, so I was reading from the Bible and this verse reminded me of something you did. Don't bring any of that shit to me, because I'm going to be like, well, then go suck Jesus' dick then.
I hate... He's not another man in her life. It's not like... You make it sound like you're jealous of this guy.
Why don't you ask Jesus to choke you then?
See, I don't like religion at all. It really is a turnoff. But if that's what you're into, like that's what you're into, I think I'd be fine with it until it affects me.
Yeah.
But I guess it would only be a matter of time, huh?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, she could be neutral and not bring anything up for like the first couple months.
What about like political lines?
Oh, no, I don't get into the political business either.
Yeah.
And that's a deal breaker for me too. If someone that's like very vocal about their views and political shit, I give zero fucks about all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, I have my own shit that I'm always, like, inside my own head that when people are like, did you hear about what Trump just talked about or tweeted or whatever? I was like, no. They're like, how the fuck can you not? They're like, it's everywhere. I'm like, I don't give a shit about any of that, so I just don't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm a news addict, and I'm super into everything. Like, I really... It's kind of a problem. In fact, I've been so busy lately with work and everything else going on that I haven't paid attention to the news, and I feel like so much better.
Yeah.
It's like my life is so much better.
Right. What am I going to be stressing about for like all that shit? Like,
I stress about it, and I know that it's bad for me, but I'm just kind of I have to, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I can imagine that would be a deal breaker for me, would be like, because they would get tired of me going on about my hippie communist pinko bullshit.
Right,
you know, they would go running as fast as I would. But these are the two tells that I thought of. I was like, I can't have this in my life. One of them would be they order a steak well done.
That's it.
I'm not okay with that.
Don't get me wrong.
Not just it doesn't have anything to do with the steak.
Well,
first, like you're paying for a steak and you're gonna burn the shit out of it. Like that, you know,
you're paying a $40 steak to just be.
Yeah, just get some beef jerky on the ride home.
Yeah.
But it's not even about the steak. It's about like
what it tells about the
this
person?
tells me a lot about you. And the person that like I brought this up to my friend Sherry, and she's one of those people who will burn the shit out of a steak.
My sister is too.
Yeah.
One of them.
And I also know they're also like germaphobes. That's what that means.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're like hand sanitizer weirdos. I'm like, I can't have that.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even wash your hands after you pee.
I wash my hands with my pee.
Yeah. It's sanitary.
Yeah. So that tells me like, oh, you're not gonna like me at all.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like this. I ate a Skittle off the ground the other day.
Oh, and you ate the chip off of the floor that sat there for 2 weeks from Kev 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty healthy too. I never get sick.
Yeah. That's because your body's immune to just dirt.
Or it's like Mr. Burns on The Simpsons. All the diseases are fighting at once.
Yeah.
So I'm healthy as could be.
Right.
The other one was if you have like a whole lot of shit hanging from your rearview mirror.
Okay.
If you're like, here's 15 Mardi Gras beads and a lei I got in Hawaii, and here's a medal from when I ran a 10K,
Oh yeah.
If you take a turn and I just like shit's just swinging in front of me like a pendulum, I'd get out of that car.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you're talking about like nonsense stuff.
Well,
just like stupid
those
things.
I think those are tells. Like those are tells.
Okay.
Of, like they tell you more about the person. They're showing their hand, and I'm like, oh no, that means this, this, and this. And maybe those are generalizations, but I just came up with those. Like they're pet peeves. That's
Okay.
what they are.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like things like, and I know there's things out there that have really pissed me off. I'm like,
Oh,
there's
no.
no fucking way. But like, I can't think of anything at the moment.
Yeah.
I know one thing that does really agitate me is that if you're arguing with somebody over the phone, and it's usually, your other whatever,
Yeah.
or even like my sister, like we've gotten into arguments over the phone, and she fucking hangs up on me. That boils my blood. We're
Yeah.
like in the middle of fucking arguing, and we're yelling, and then she just hangs up the phone. I'm like, you are so lucky that technology is not ready for me to shove my hand through here and choke the shit out of you.
That is infuriating.
It's
Because
the
they're making
worst.
the decision like what I said is the last thing you're gonna hear.
Yeah, exactly.
And
And
what
then you try
have
calling
to
them
say,
back, and they just hit ignore. And you're like, oh.
especially if you're being really pragmatic, if you're like being a diplomat in that, and like they're like, no, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck? Like I listen to you. Now you gotta listen
Yeah,
to me.
it's my turn. Don't be a bitch.
That drives me crazy
Yeah.
too. I just thought of that because of the food thing. I was like, oh yeah, that's steak. That's
My sister, one of them, there's like no pink and anything, like any brown meats, like burgers,
Yeah.
steaks, like zero pink. And I love her to death, but sometimes she could be a handful.
yeah. Does she
Yeah.
use a lot of hand sanitizer?
No.
Clean freak.
When she was younger, I'd say no, but I think now that she's older, then that she is more, you
Yeah.
know. Especially she's got, a little dude that's
Yeah.
almost 2. So he just fucking terrorizes the house, and poor her has to clean up after him,
The those are just tells where I'm like, oh no. But that being said, I probably have a million of them that people be like, look at you.
Yeah. I'm sure there's probably the same for me. I
But
fart
I'll
a
tell
lot.
you this one. Yeah, you do.
I do a lot of farting. So it's appreciative when dating a girl that either thinks my farts are funny or think farts are funny in general or is comfortable enough to fart
Yeah.
around me.
Yeah.
That I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's probably things that I do that people are like, I can't fucking handle you, dude. And I do a lot of dad jokes too. I love dad jokes. I do a lot of those.
Me too.
Yeah.
Just like wordplay,
Yeah.
like
And
real corny
stupid stuff.
wordplay.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was something else I was gonna ask you. No, I don't know. That might have been it.
I know there was if you want to roll back to the food part, when we were talking about like things like as a child, like eating like on our own, did you ever just like, if we were like watching cartoons, you would just go to the fridge and grab like a slice of bologna and just kind of eat that?
No, I didn't, but I know that that's a common thing.
Yeah, like I remember like being when I was really young, before like school, and like my parents were poor too. Like they had me. My mom was 19, my dad was 21.
Yeah.
So imagine, I guess maybe if I had to be like 4 or something. So my mom's only like 23. Imagine being 23 and having like a 4-year-old. Like imagine where were we at 24? Like probably at Bunce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine us having a 4-year-old?
No.
Like then, like when you moved out.
I would have gotten
Blake
mad
and I were playing the fucking gun game with the kid that was upstairs, and he was like 5.
I would have gotten mad and shook that child like a can of spray paint.
But I remember like I would go to the fridge, and I would grab like a slice of it. So like there was like the bologna that had like the red plastic around it.
Oh yeah.
So you had to like peel that off. But I remember like,
Oh, why are you acting like you're poor? That means you're rich, Tony.
no way. So like I would like fold the bologna in half, and I'd take a bite of the middle of it, and then I would put it on my face over one eye.
God.
So I was like watching cartoons with like looking through my bologna. Or I'd make like a nose hole and 2 eye holes out of it, and then I'd be bologna face. Tony bologna face watching cartoons. No, just me.
Dude, this is a ringing endorsement to wait till you're like in your late 20s to have a kid.
Oh yeah.
Look at like your mom's like, so you're 4 years old, right?
Yeah, probably.
Your mom's 23.
Yeah.
She's like, oh shit, what did I do?
Yeah.
What did I make? Baloney face.
I should have swallowed you. I had this kid that's putting baloney on his face watching cartoons.
And the thing, like, you ever hear people like
analyzed
inspirational speakers talk like, out of 40 billion swimmers, you were the fastest.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh yeah.
What were the other?
Oh yeah, if
what
I
were
won?
just
Ah,
like
dude, I can only imagine.
backwards ass sperm going the wrong way.
Can you imagine if I had a twin?
Oh, that'd be pretty balls.
So that'd be crazy if I had a twin. Like I think of the shenanigans I get myself into, but then I get bummed out thinking that someone would have half of my fun stuff. Like I wouldn't be 100%. You know, as fun.
You don't think
as,
so?
No way. I don't think I'd be as like funny, clever, handsome, whatever. I wouldn't be at 100%. Like I'd have to
You
share
might
that.
be twice as funny. They might.
I
Rising
don't think that
tides
usually
raise all
works out.
ships. So he's gonna be funny. You're gonna match him, and you guys are gonna be. He's gonna be handsome. You're gonna be just as handsome.
Well, yeah, I
You're
guess
just
so.
gonna go forward. We're gonna get you a clone.
All right, deal.
I'm gonna buy I'm gonna fund
My
this
birthday's
clone.
in July.
I'm gonna fund this clone, and I'm gonna keep it. I'm just gonna keep it as a slave, and just be like, "This could be you, Tony." Just abuse it in front of you.
Oh no! I'll never let that happen.
Tell it its mom's a terrible cook.
It's not gonna even know its mom. You're its mom.
Yeah, it
made
would
it.
be its mom.
Yeah.
I make him call me mommy. Can you imagine
Mommy
me show
Freddie?
up with a Tony clone, and I tell it to do something? He's like, "Yes, mommy."
Yeah. Yes, mommy, Freddie.
How would you feel about that?
Oh, I would have none of it. I'd break them free. I'd come in the middle of the night, and I'd tie you up, and then I'd stick your cum sock in your mouth, and like, you listen to me.
That's where you.
I'm taking
That's
him back.
that's where you're wrong. You know I sleep with my cum sock already in my mouth. I can't fall asleep otherwise. It helps with the snoring.
Yeah.
Today's the Floyd Mayweather Conor McGregor fight,
Yeah.
and you're gonna go to work.
Yep. I'm gonna be at
sling
work.
beers, and I'm gonna go watch this fight with Asian Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan Van Asian going to his crib.
Mm-hmm. And that's why this might be a shorter episode, but it's a big day.
Yeah.
Everybody's all excited about it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be everything's. Man, I don't think we're gonna be having the fight. So hopefully that
Yeah.
doesn't. I hope we get people that don't really care about the fight, that are still just want to come in and pile in.
I'm sure you
know.
will. It's Lakewood, you know.
Right.
I've been excited about it for a long time, and now,
I know we talked
it's-
about this
yeah,
like weeks ago.
the first episode or second episode or something like
Yeah, it
that.
was a handful in when we brought up like when they were talking shit back and forth
Yeah.
to each other.
Yeah,
And now we're
and
finally here.
I put money on it. I'm excited about
Did
that.
you? How much did you
Yeah.
put on?
I did it a while ago. I got it when the odds were good. See, the odds with Vegas odds, they even them out because they start to freak out. Like, oh shit, this could be an upset, you know. So I got it. I put 100 on it, and I almost I was working at home before I came here. I almost picked up another prop bet, which would be before the 6th or after the 6th round, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I talked myself out of it.
Who did you bet on?
I bet on just because McGregor. I'll lose $100, but I can gain 640 or whatever, you know,
Right.
after the VIG. But
Oh yeah, the VIG.
yeah. So after the VIG, if for some reason Conor McGregor has a freak knockout, then I win, you know.
Right.
But I hate both of them. I told you before. I hope it's a double knockout. In fact, this is my dream scenario.
Like in Step Brothers when they're in
Yeah.
the yard fighting and they both club each other at the same time.
That's what I want to happen. And boxing matches are a big social thing. So all the rich guys are up front, right?
Yeah, of course.
This is what I want to happen. I want them. I think I said this before. I want them double knockout, and then they both shit and piss themselves in the ring,
yeah.
right? And then the camera pans over to the crowd, like all the rich people that are there. There's gonna be Jay-Z and Beyonce and everybody, you know. And then it lands on Caitlyn Jenner, and she pulls her skirt up and shows her gender reassignment surgery, and they accidentally put a butthole in the front.
That sounds like something out of South Park.
That's just a dream scenario.
It would be funny though, when they get punched in the stomach, a fart came out
Yeah, there's been guys in the UFC that shit themselves in the ring.
in the middle of fighting.
Yeah,
Man, that's fucked.
it's it can't be hard to do. I mean, you beat somebody up like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I mean, you should be like making sure on what you're eating on game day, or the night before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's so tricky because you have to cut so much weight.
Right. I know it's
So then when you finally weigh,
do.
you're like, oh, okay, I'm dehydrated. I need to eat. So then you eat like crazy for 24 hours. Then you get in there, take a punch to the gut, and poop yourself.
Oh man.
But I'm excited about the fight.
Yeah. Yeah. He invited me to come over, but
yeah, you gotta work.
I gotta serve up cold ones.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Like, it's fun. So
I can't have any fun. Like I have to stay sober because I gotta go home. I got a last minute print order due at 7 in the morning.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
So I'm gonna be up all night.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
I'll be up until probably at least 4 a.m.
Yeah.
By the time like bar closes and I like clean everything up and leave.
You could be my little text buddy.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah.
Doing good.
Hey, how are the shirts coming along?
Sober as a judge.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to drink at work, so I'll be just as sober.
When's the longest you went without drinking? Have you ever did a dry out period?
No. See, when people are like, I'm like, hey, let's go get a drink, and they're like, oh, I'm stopped drinking for a while, and I'm like, why?
Really?
Yeah. And I mean, I get it. Like, and some people are like, oh, like I'm just a fucking monster when I'm hammered. Like I can't handle my booze.
Yeah, there are people that
I'm like, okay,
I go through
that
those.
I get, but like I can handle my booze, or people that just do it just to say they do it. Like my one buddy Hefe, he went an entire year without drinking, and which is awesome, good for him. And then like afterwards, and then he started having drinks again. He just went a full year just to see if he can do it.
Yeah,
which is cool, but. For me, the longest I've gone.
You've never been like an angry drunk. You've never been like.
No.
I think your life is like you handle your life well enough so when you're twisted, you're okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes life gets in the way, and then when you get twisted, you let it all out.
Right. No, and don't get me wrong. Like I've gotten to like huge arguments with people.
Yeah.
When I'm like super drunk. But it's only because something triggered, that. And, like,
it's never been a pattern of problems.
Yeah, no, it's just like that night, something happened, and then that's where all this kind of went down. But that was like just that night. As far as like not drinking, like, I mean, I normally go 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, maybe I've done like a week longest. Like.
Really?
Yeah.
I made it a few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Not
just never
purposefully. It's just like, there's nothing going on,
Yeah.
But I also because I have like pattern. I'll pick up on a pattern in my life and be like, oh shit, I better cut this out now because I know it's gonna go bad,
Uh-huh.
Like it's gonna go wrong. So I have to be like, oh, now we gotta calm down. Let's take some time off. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean anything. We gotta move cars.
Hello, Garrison.
Hi. You gotta move cars?
Are you taking your car?
What?
You taking your car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, let's
Do a quick pause.
shuffle.
Be right back. Okay, and we're back.
We just had to do a car shuffle because Garrison had to go to work and we parked behind him like a bunch of dum-dums.
Well, he usually walks to work, but I guess he was running behind, so
Yeah.
he drove.
And Tony's laughing at me because it took 8 or 9 times for me to unlock my door. This fucking Honda. Okay, this car is great. I've put 1 million miles on it. I love this car. But they have one thing wrong with it. The door. There's a little piece in the door that wears down, so you can't unlock your driver's side door. So every time I go to unlock it, even if I leave a bar sober, right?
Mm-hmm.
I look like a drunk just sticking my key in over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Until it unlocks.
Well,
I look like a real dum-dum, huh?
Yeah. I was about to get in my car, and I just took a glance over at you, and I just see you just stabbing your car, the keyhole with your key. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, that's why.
I just look really silly because you're 6'2", and you have that Honda, and so it's so much shorter than you. So it's this big tall guy in this little car just sticking the key.
I'm just fighting with this little tiny part.
I
already had it replaced once, and it wore down again.
Yeah, and my car is a dark blue color, and if you look at the keyhole by mine, there's a whole bunch of scratches all around it. From trying to find the hole at nighttime or whatever.
How are you ever gonna have kids, Tony?
Huh?
How are you ever gonna have kids?
I'll do my best.
I I just saw you laughing at me. I'm like, yeah. And you got a flat tire too. What are you laughing at?
It's not flat. It's been going low. I have to put air in the fucking thing every single day. I get it replaced.
I used to be that. I've dealt with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been saving up money, and I just went to the new house that we're moving into today, and I got the keys, and I had to lay down the security deposit and all that shit, which is a pretty chunk out of my pocket. Because I'm moving into a full house instead of a duplex, so it's way more expensive. So I had to make sure I had like all that together. Plus, I just paid for my insurance and my new phone, all that. So like, that's next on the list. I still need new fucking shoes. Have you seen my shoes?
Your shoes are terrible.
They're falling apart.
Your work shoes are the worst shoes.
They're my everything shoes.
Those are bum shoes.
I use them for kickball, handball.
You wear those at kickball?
Going out. I wear them to work.
Those black shoes that are all caved in?
Oh, no, my Chucks. No, yeah, those ones that are caved in, I just step on the backs of them. I just wear them like down to the basement or like around.
Those are like your house shoes?
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, those things are old.
Those are bum shoes.
Yeah.
No, your Chucks aren't. Chucks are made to look crappy.
I know, but the insides of them are ripped on both shoes, like all the way down from like the rubber, like all the way down, like right above like the sole part. And there's like, my left one, the bottom part is come unglued from the shoe. So when I'm walking or whatever, the sole starts like moving out. So it's like flopping around as I'm walking.
Out.
Yeah. So I have to like stop sometimes and like shake it to like push it back in my shoe, so I don't have this fucking thing dangling out the back of it.
But I'm the one that looks dumb trying to unlock his door. So this fight tonight, if I win some money on it and I stay up all night working, I'm gonna be able to pay some things off. Maybe fix up the Honda. Maybe be able to unlock it first try every time.
Maybe you just get it lifted. You know, like the side, like the height of like a truck.
Yeah, that seems like a way better way to spend my money. This last week, I broke the screen of my cell phone.
Oh,
right,
fuck.
and my phone's old anyway, so it's time to get a new one. And I lost the tail light in the car. Like, got it hit, so I got to replace the tail light.
Yeah,
So Conor McGregor pulls out an upset tonight, and Freddie's gonna be working his way back to zero.
Baby, you're a rich man.
I'm gonna be new money. I'm gonna be new money, Tony.
How many times have you broke the screen on your phone?
That's the first time on my phone. One of my iPods I broke, but it wasn't that bad.
I've only broke one screen, and I was at a pool, like a public pool, so like in the locker room, and I always keep my phone in my back pocket. And as I was taking off my jeans, because my trunks went underneath, and I'm kind of like squatting, to like get them off, my phone slips out of my back pocket and turns over, screen down. And like inside those not dressing room, like the whatever the fuck you want to call it, where you change your clothes, the locker rooms, I guess. They're like stucco, so that way you don't slip from your feet being wet. And it turned and it hit that, and it fucking cracked my screen, and it like broke like the top left corner. So at some point, those little shards of glass are just falling out.
That's what mine is. Like I had like little glass shards of my thumb. Like
yeah.
I got this. See, look at this. There's a screen protector on it. I just put it there to keep the pieces of glass in place, and it won't even stay. It's just.
Yeah. So now I had this phone that like I can see like the chips and the board that's inside the phone, right? Because like the glass and shit's gone. So one day I was at home, like a day or two later. And I was like wearing like a hoodie and like pajama pants, like ones that have like a string in the front.
Sunday's best.
Right. So I walk in to go pee, and as I was pulling down the front of my pants to pee, my thumb gets caught in like the string, and I pulled my thumb up to pull it out. I bumped my phone from inside my hoodie pocket from underneath, and it fell right out. And I was like, no. And it fell right into the fucking toilet.
No.
And I was like, you've got to be fucking shitting me. So, of course, I put it in like the bag of rice.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Which it worked. And the thing
It
is.
did?
Yeah, so the phone still worked, but the screen was like completely black. I couldn't see anything. So when my phone, when they would be calling me, I had to guess where the spot was. I have to like swipe a certain direction to answer the phone. I had to guess where that was, and I'd be like, hello? And I couldn't tell who the fuck it was. And anybody sending me texts, I couldn't get them because I couldn't see anything.
I hate this phone for a while. It's a old phone.
Yeah, the last one I had for like 5 years. That's why
Yeah.
I finally got a new one. It's a fucking piece of shit.
I'd be like playing frisbee with people, and I always thought it was funny to like pretend like I was throwing the frisbee and then throw my phone to them. And this phone was indestructible up until the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And the other day, I go outside to take a little break from work. Got myself some coffee. I'm going to sit outside, right? I put my phone on the arm of this little stacker chair, like an Adirondack chair. And fell off right under the concrete and broke. And I've thrown this phone like 20 yards at people.
I've never thrown my phone.
I didn't care about
There's
it.
times
Now
I
I'm
wanted to
now
when I
I'm
get hung
real
up
bummed.
on.
Oh, when you get hung up
But
on?
I've never did it.
Wham.
Yeah.
No. So after tonight, Conor McGregor wins. Freddie's new money.
That'd be super legit.
Hell yeah.
Rolling on the Benjamins.
Yep.
Baby.
I'll really just buy a phone and a taillight.
Or at least a Benjamin.
Yeah. I'll be a self-made hunter there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're going to have to cut this episode early. I know you got to get to the party. I got to get to work.
Uh-huh.
So everybody, thanks for listening in. Same stuff as usual. Check out Plucking Petals podcast with Kyle and James, YouTube, iPhone,
Absolutely.
or iTunes. Our Facebook page, go there, like it. Sweet Nothings podcast. Same thing for the YouTube page. Go there, subscribe. You get the notifications when we upload new videos every week. Again, send us emails. sweetnothingscleveland@gmail.com.
Yep.
And send us some shit. We'll fucking talk about it.
Yep.
We think this is gonna be really fun. We mentioned before the whole advice show thing.
Yeah, we're just going to get advice, questions about advice. We'll save them up and we'll do one whole show of that.
Yeah, that sounds fun. I'm into it. So, other than that, do you have anything?
That's it.
No.
No,
Okay.
I'm good.
Everybody, thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye.